In this tutorial, I would like to show you how easy it is to monitor a gate valve, an existing gate valve, with our new technology, the Hawle.Live Key, in combination with the Hawle Tech. Well, we are here standing in an Austrian community, and you can see here right now two gate valves. So we want to digitalize those two gate valves, which you can see here. So the first thing what we need to do is that we open the Hawle map. The Hawle map is an app version which can be downloaded from every Google or Play Store for iOS or Android. After you have downloaded the map, the Hawle map, you can also register or sign up with your own user account. As I'm already logged in, I can go directly here into the map. So the first thing I need to do is that we have to create a gate valve. For that reason, we just go to the side map and press the button Administration. Under Administration, you will find the button Gate Valve Administration. So a new window does open, and now you have the possibility to choose either to create a gate valve or to modify the gate valve. As we doesn't have any data existing of these two valves, we are just pressing the button Create the gate valve. A new window does open, and now you have to enter some details about the valve. The first is the valve location name. As we want to protect our water company, we just use a demo valve, so we call it demo valve 1 and demo valve 2. The second thing is we also have to add the street name so that you can localize the gate valve. If you have GIS data available, then you can also easily enter this data in the next button, which is called the GIS ID. But if you don't have any GIS data available, then we have to do it like in this, that we add all the valves manually with the smartphone. The next button is customer. So every valve is owned or belongs to a company, to a waterwork. So normally this is usually always the same. It only happens if you have different departments in the company, for instance, east, west, south, north, that you have to select the valves into the different departments. The next step is to localize the gate valves. For that reason, we can set the position. So if you press the button Set Position, then automatically the GPS module, which is included in a smartphone, goes to the position where we are standing right now. So you can now zoom in and adjust the pin where the valves are actually located. For your better orientation, you can also use the street view and then can pinpoint, select or adjust the pin where you want to be. With the button Save Position, the coordinates will then be automatically transferred into the Hawle map. Finally, we just need to add the data from the valve itself. So you can choose, is it a gate valve, a butterfly valve or a knife valve. Additionally, we need also the dimension. So in this case, it's a D&80 valve. And if you don't know the actual dimension of the valve, you can also determine the size by counting the number of turns per stroke. So then you can also add this information afterwards. The last information what we need to add is the manufacturer, and in this case we have of course Hawle valve. By pressing Create Gate Valve, the new gate valve is then visible in the Hawle map, and if you're going back to the map, then you can also press on the valve and you got all the information which you had now. Well, in the next step I would like to show you how you can install the NFC tag on top of an extension spindle on the top of a gate valve. So for that, I just take my tool set So I open the street cover. Yes. And now before I place the NFC tag on top of the gate valve, I need to combine the tag together with the valve. For that reason, I open my Hawle map again, select the valve where we are standing, press Add a new tag, and then we just need to scan the existing NFC tag with the valve which is already created in the Hawle map. So after these two items has been married together, I just need to confirm this, and then afterwards I just add the NFC tag on the top of the extension spindle. So the same procedure I will do with the second valve. So just select it, add the NFC tag, scan it and confirm it. And finally place the tag on the top of the extension spindle again. Well, the next I would like to explain to you is how does the Hawle.Live Key work. So we have now installed the NFC tags on the valves. We have also the data from the gate valves in the Hawle map. And in order that the system is running, we need to connect our smartphone with the Hawle.Live Key. For that purpose, we just turn on the Bluetooth mode, starting the Hawle map. And once you have confirmed that the smartphone and the Hawle.Live Key are connected, you don't need to confirm this anymore. This is restored then. So once you are connected with your smartphone, you can see that the Hawle.Live Key is shining blue color, which means it is now connected. Before this is done, it always starts to flash. That means there's no proper Bluetooth connection existing. The next I would like to do is I just now stand with the Hawle.Live Key on top of the extension spindle, on top of the gate valve. A beep noise confirms that the valve has been selected now. So if I start to open the valve now, then I have inside the Hawle.Live Key a rotation sensor who is counting how many turns I have already passed. And in the same way, I have also included a torque meter, and with the torque meter I also see how much torque is needed in real time, and also I can also monitor the speed, so how fast I'm opening and closing the valve. This is important, especially if you close it for the last 20%, that you're not doing it too fast, otherwise you can create some water hammers. So the valve is now closed, and if I remove the key from the valve, it's starting shining blue again, and the data will then be stored in the database.